Well, hey there, first grade. Did you enjoy having a guest phonics teacher yesterday? Yeah, Mrs. Miller is helping me this week to catch up on some lessons, so you guys get phonics every day. You're so lucky. I'm glad that you enjoyed her. I'm glad that you let her have some of the phonics fun that we always get to have together. And so today we're going to jump right into our phonics fun. We've been talking a lot about word endings, and I know you talked about why word endings with Mrs. Miller yesterday. And so today we are going to talk about some blends that we might see at the end of words. So I know that when you were doing your nonfiction reading, you were coming across tons of new words. And I want to show you some of those words that I found when I was reading with students that were in the nonfiction reading. And so they were words like stegosaurus and starfish and stable. You know, all these kind of new and exciting words that we see when we're reading nonfiction. And so I wanted to show you something. Let me grab my laser here. Look at the beginning of stegosaurus. What do you see there? Yeah, there's a blend. I know it's a blend because I can hear both sounds. In a digraph, you only hear one. Stegosaurus. How about this one? Starfish. Yeah, and stable. Today I want to teach you that we don't just see blends at the beginning of words. Now that we're readers, we are going to see blends at the ends of words also. So we're going to take a look at those today. Take a look at this. Last. Does anyone notice anything? Look at those words that we just read. Blast. Yeah. There's a blend at the end of the word. That st sound. How about this one? This is a good nonfiction word. Everest. St. Yeah. You know the big mountain, Mount Everest. How about this one? Twist. Yeah, so we know, okay, we can see blends at the beginning of words. We can see blends at the ending of words. But did you know that there are some blends that you only see at the end of words? You never see them in the beginning. So this ST blend, we might see that at the beginning of words, like in stegosaurus or starfish. We might see it at the end, like in blast or twist. But there are a set of endings that you only see at the end of a word. You guys ready to take a look? All right, let's read this word together. Any idea what it is? It's pink. Like I have a pink sweater. Pink. Now, at the very end of pink, we have a blend. We have this NK blend. It's not one we've really looked at before. Pink. It makes that unk sound. The N and then the K. It kind of feels funny when you say it in your mouth. Try it. Unk. Got your tongue in the roof of your mouth and then unk. You make that k sound at the end. Yeah, we only see that unk ending, that blend, at the end of words. Never would you see this at the beginning. So can you think of any other words that end like pink? I have some words. I'm sure you're surprised. Oops, but I can't use my laser. All right, what do you think? Can you read that word? Yeah, it's the word tank. Has that unk sound at the end. Good. Another one. Can you read this one? Whoa, hey. Hey, little one. Yeah, rink. Like I'm going to a skating rink. Got that unk sound at the end. Good. All right, let's take a look at the next one. This is the word melt. Like if you leave your ice cream out in the sun, it will melt. Which, I mean, let's be honest, that's a tragedy. We don't want that to happen. Melt. Say it with me. Melt. So that alt ending, that alt sound, that's a blend. I know it doesn't look like one, and it's kind of weird how you say it, alt. Kind of feels awkward, but you would only see that blend at the end of a word. Can you think of another word that might sound like melt or end like melt? Let's take a look at what I've got here. like the material, or I felt the bumps on my sweatshirt. Felt. Good. That olt sound at the end. Here's another one. Bolt. Bolt. Bolt can be like, oh, I was going to explain like a nut and a bolt, but I don't even think I know which part is which. So let's just say bolt, like run really fast. Or if I open up the gate, my dog will bolt out of the backyard. Bolt has that bolt sound. Can you think of any other words that would belong there? Maybe you can share those with your teacher. All right, the next one is camp. Say that with me. Camp. It has that sound at the end. Can you think of any other words that end like camp that have that blend? Let's take a look. Ooh. Can you read it for me? Tromp. You go tromp through the mud. Tromp. How about this one? That one should be pretty easy. It's a lot like camp. Lamp. Excellent, readers. So I want you to think about these words when you are reading and when you're writing, that there are certain blends that we only see and hear and write at the very end of words. Unk, olt, ump. Do I sound kind of funny saying those? I would think so. All right, let's see what we've got here. See if we can read these words together. All right, I have a few more blends that you only see at the end of a word. Can you read this one? You might want to pause the video, teachers, and give them a chance to read it. This is the word land. And is the blend at the end of this word. Land. Like stand or bend. Okay. How about this one? Can you read this one? Oops. You might want to pause and let your student read. It's bent. Bent. Like lent. Wow. Or burnt. Get that nt sound at the very end. Last one. Hold. Old. What is that? What has that old sound at the end? Mold. Cold. Sold. Excellent. So I feel really weird making all those ending sounds with you today, and I bet you're thinking Mrs. Arvini sounds like a crazy person. But those are how those blends sound at the end of words, and we only see them at the end. You would never see a word start with this blend. Have you ever seen a word that starts with ND? Or a word that starts with NT? Or a word that starts with LD? Of course you haven't. All right, here's what we're going to do. I want you to kind of lock those into your brain, all those interesting blend endings. And we are going to come back in the next video with a poem about a smoothie. And we're going to look at some blend endings. Okay? You guys remember when we made letter smoothies? We're going to come back to that. All right, guys. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you in the next video.